What's going on, everyone? Welcome to your Monday night live stream. I'm your host, Sir Ashley, the real estate advisor, Sir Ashley Harrison. And in this live stream, we'll let co-people join for a second, but I've been getting some requests, and from one of my favorite viewers, Barbara, asking for more house tours. And I want to provide you that. So today we are going to jump in to look at some houses from around the Charlotte area, and also touch on those areas and what's attractive about those areas, even some challenges maybe about those areas. We're going to jump in on that. And I have a guest with me, one of my friends, a very good agent, Charmaine. I'll bring her on in just one second. But this is for you all. If you have any questions about the house, about the real estate market, about housing in general, let us know. Put it in the comment section. We would love to be able to attempt to answer it. I'm not going to say we have all the answers, but attempt to answer your question and just go from there. I love the dialogue. I love the interaction, and just see. This is for you all. So we want to go in the direction that you want to take us as it pertains to the real estate market, housing in the Charlotte area, particularly, but we can also touch on national trends and what you're seeing. Let me introduce Charmaine. How you doing today?
I'm amazing. Thank you for having me, sir. Hello,
Uh, yeah,
everyone.
thank you for jumping on. Now, telling me a realtor that works with me, how can people contact you and how can they find you?
Well, I am on all social media platforms at Carolina Lifestyle Realtor. My website is charmainecrouch.com, which is my first and last name. That is Charmaine with an S. And I'm everywhere. You can Google me. All of my information is there. And my contact information to call me directly, if need be, is 980-349-1977. So I'm here, guys.
Perfect, perfect. No, thank you for that. Um, Francesca, are you sneaking? Are you seeing what we're doing today? Because you asked, do you do Tega Cay, South Carolina, and Charleston, South Carolina? One of the homes we're actually going to look at uh, in this live stream today is in Tega Cay. So yes, we work heavily in Tega Cay, and I do several deals a year in the Charleston area. We don't have an office in Charleston, but we have agents that work there regularly, and we are looking for a real estate partner in that area. So if you're a realtor watching this, I know a lot of realtors watch our live stream. Uh, you're in the Charleston area, North Charleston, you have Monk's Corner. If you're in that area, reach out to me. Love to see if we can partner up, and yeah, let's see what can happen. But
Absolutely.
since you asked, where are you from right now? Where are you at right now, Francesca? And if you're watching right now, leave it in the comment section where you're watching from. Like this video, share it on your pages, because again, we want to just make more people aware of the services we're providing and just what you can get here in the Charlotte area and surrounding.
Absolutely.
Kings
Kings
Mountain.
Mountain. Okay,
We
Francesca.
actually talked about Shelby earlier today, so close by. Shelby got talked about a lot earlier today, didn't it, Charmaine?
Yes. So it's growing. It's growing.
It
You
is.
guys just
It
got
is.
the casino out there a few years ago. So
Hmm.
everybody is commuting from Charlotte and they're going out to the outskirts. I think that's Cleveland County in Shelby and Kings Mountain
Yep,
area.
I think so.
So
Yep, yep.
yeah, it's definitely growing. It's a good area to invest in now. Go ahead and
Most
get out there
definitely.
now. Yeah, for sure.
Totally agree. Totally agree. Um, hit that like, hit that comment, and I say let's go into that first house tour. You cool with that?
Let's do it.
All right, let's do it. Give me 1 second. Let me make sure I don't f it up right now. Hold on.
Oh no, please don't. We're on the road here.
We are. So this right here is the Waverly floor plan by Taylor Morrison. Now, this is located in Tega Cay, the heart of Tega Cay. This floor plan is, let me make sure, I just want to make sure I have it 100%. I don't want to give you any falsehoods. Waverly could be anywhere from 4 to 6 bedrooms. And right now it's starting off at 586, but there are some great incentives and amazing introductory interest rates for this floor plan in this community right now. Now, Tega Cay, if you're not familiar with Tega Cay, we're going to touch on it. We're going to take you to niche.com, and you'll get to see what the general public has to say about Tega Cay. So as you saw, you had the dining room when you came in, you have the hallway, and then it opens up to the living room kitchen area.
Now, about this particular floor plan or this builder in particular, I know a lot of people with new construction, they ask if, or maybe not always offer like blinds or refrigerator and things of that nature. Does blinds, refrigerator, because I know like typically stove, dishwasher, microwave, those appliances typically come with it. But do you know if the blinds and the refrigerator conveys with this new construction?
So not typically with Taylor Morrison. Now they do have spec homes. Where spec homes, you will get whatever the refrigerator is in the unit, and then the obviously you get a stove, you get the oven. A lot of homes in this community get that luxury double oven that's built into the cabinets. You have the pantry right here. Most pantries will have wire shelving. This is the model home, so that's why you see the wooden shelving. And that's butler pantry. You could choose to have, I'm pointing it out right here, a wine fridge or a little fridge down underneath. And you can choose to do quartz countertops like they have here, or you can do granite. Now, Taylor Morrison is one of those builders where you have spec homes or inventory homes where you can buy as is. But a lot of people like going to the design center, and that's when you can pick out the stove, the oven, the refrigerator, and it can be as little as a few $1,000s all the way up to $40,000, depending on the kitchen package you choose with this builder. But this floor plan, I sold this floor plan countless times because of that bedroom that you just saw, and then this bathroom, which is typically a lot smaller, but it's the model home, so it had to be ADA compliant, and that is the garage typically, but they're using it as the home base for the sales reps.
Was that
Now,
tile in the bathroom?
Yes, tile in the bathroom. That is pretty much standard in this community, and every community is a little different. But most Taylor Morrison communities are on the, say, higher end, or I would say mid to higher. So you do get some of the luxury finishes that some of the other builders will not provide. So when you come upstairs, you have the loft, and this is bedroom number 2.
That's a nice size.
Yep. And then this is the bathroom, the common bathroom upstairs that the people from the loft and that bedroom number 2 can use. And this is the laundry room, a very good sized laundry room. And you can choose to have a utility sink if you built from scratch. And some of the spec homes have a utility sink right there in that laundry room as well. And back here is a Jack and Jill bedroom. So all the bedrooms, as you see, have a very good size.
Nice. I like the fact that it's a laundry room and not a laundry closet. You know those laundry rooms where you open up the French doors and it's like right there at you. Yeah, that's nice.
Rook, I'm gonna pause it right here because Barbara, I'm not sure if you're watching. This is for you. You made a couple comments, and I listen. I do listen, and I realize I have not been doing a lot of house tours. And Danny, my man Danny, was like, "Hey, you need to listen to Barbara. Make sure that you give some house tours." So Danny couldn't be on tonight, but he made sure that I'm providing some house tours. And we have 2 different houses. Both of them are 4 or 5 bedrooms, just so you can see what you can get for your money. This one, Taylor Morrison is the builder. It's in Tega Cay, and we'll talk about Tega Cay. And 586, I believe. But I know I stopped it in the middle of this bedroom. But I believe I need to highlight this. You're able to get a 30-year, if you go to their preferred lender, Taylor Morrison Funding, they're having 30-year fixed rates at 4.99% right now.
Oh, wow.
So while you have, if you are getting a resale without any concessions or anything like that, or any buy downs, you're looking at rates above 7. But here, you're getting rates below 5.
Well, that's good because that can help people save a couple $100s on their mortgage for sure.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Most definitely.
Yeah. That's nice. Really cute.
So this is bedroom number 4. And this is that Jack and Jill bathroom. You see the
Ooh.
dual vanities right there. And the reason why I like this bathroom is because while you have two kids sharing this, using this bathroom, one could be in here, this area, getting ready and all that. And the other one, close that door, could be brushing their teeth, not invading the privacy of the other one. So you have no
Right.
excuses, people are getting ready in the morning for school and everything like that. You have this
Nobody
loft
fighting
area.
over the bathrooms in the morning.
Exactly. And this is your primary suite right here. You have the tray ceiling. You have oversized furniture. It's a king size bed. You see that little stool or sitting area right at the end of the bed. So it's a very spacious room right here. So I don't want to take that for granted because I did zoom past it in the video, but it's ample size. I've seen people have a couch and everything in this floor plan.
In
And
the
the next
in
thing
the
in the primary, yep, in the primary. The next thing I want to point out is reason why this floor plan, in my opinion, is so popular with a lot of my clients is you get two primary closets. Let's go take a look at that.
now
Now
that's
it's up to you whether you want to share that, Charmaine. These both could just be yours. Right?
definitely. I'm pretty sure I can do something with 2 closets.
Yeah. But then this bathroom is humongous right here. Like people just go in here and don't come out. So you
That
have
will
the
be my
towel
safe
shower
space.
right there. You have the towel shower, you have the towel wash pan, and then you have the large garden tub, dual vanity. You have a water closet right there, as well as a linen closet. So this is one of the most popular floor plans when talking about Taylor Morrison that a lot of my clients gravitate to because it just checks off so many boxes. You have let's pause it right there for the owner suite. You have the full bathroom downstairs. You can opt to make it a full bathroom. In a lot of spec homes, it's a full bathroom, as well as the bedroom. Sometimes you have family members that are visiting or even family members that may live with you that don't want to go up and down the stairs. Well, they have access to that bedroom and bathroom that's tucked away. They're not in the middle of everything downstairs. And then upstairs, you have those three secondary bedrooms, that one that has technically its own bathroom along with the loft. And then you have that Jack and Jill uh, bedroom, bathroom right there. And as you see, this primary suite where this highlights it a little better in the picture, you have a king size bed. You have this area, right? This, I don't know what you want to call that, love seat,
Yes.
almost couch,
Yes.
mini couch right there. Large dresser, as well as a chair in the corner.
So this
So,
particular floor plan seems very spacious. So one thing I
mhm,
tell my clients when they're looking at homes is to make sure that the functionality of the home works for them,
yes.
right? So even
Mhm.
being able to have that option of having a full bathroom downstairs with the bedroom downstairs, that grants a lot of comfort and functionality of the home. So people can be able to, like you said, if families coming in town or whomever, they don't have to worry about going up the stairs. You may have parents, grandparents visiting that may not be able to go up and down the stairs. So being able to have that as an option for a full bathroom downstairs definitely helps for sure.
Most definitely. And this floor plan, as it's configured, is just below 3,000 square feet. Now, I have seen this floor plan in certain communities have a basement, and it can go all the way up to like 4,400 square feet. Now, as you're aware, Charmaine, basements are very rare here in the Carolinas, but they do exist. Typically, you're going to have like a walkout backyard, meaning it's going to be on a slope or a hill, pretty much. That's why this is built in on the basement, depending on the lot. So your backyard may not be the most usable, but you have that extra 1,400 square feet, 1,500 square feet that you can utilize as living space.
Yeah. Are they finished or unfinished? The basement
Finished.
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 Okay, cool.
Hmm.
That's really good too.
Yeah. And
Yeah,
some floor plans in this community, and I have a video. I didn't pull it up. Some floor plans in this community actually has a third level. So as opposed to a basement, they actually go up, which is very nice too. Now that third level sometimes very rarely has a bedroom. It's more so just a big loft area. but entertaining space. I've seen families use it as a movie room or just a family room.
Yeah.
And again, this is your downstairs.
That's really nice.
Yeah.
I like that.
What's the name of this community? This is River Falls. It's right across from Gold Hill Elementary in Tega Cay. If you're not familiar with Tega Cay, I'm going to pull up a map right now and also talk about Tega Cay and why I love Tega Cay. I'm in this area, and I said it before. I was opposed to being in South Carolina just because it sounded like South Carolina, but after being here, I really love it. I really do love it. And I don't think I'm moving, but I'm moving 5 minutes away, so I'm still going to
I was
be
about
right
to
here in
say,
this
where are
area.
you moving to? We did
Yeah,
not have this
it's still going to
conversation.
be in this area, right? So
Yeah, this is a really nice area. It's growing. It's not far from the North Carolina state line. So if you need to commute, like maybe you work in Charlotte, so it's literally 15 minutes from the North Carolina state line, as far as the distance between Tega Cay and Charlotte. So it is a very
mhm.
nice area. It's a growing area, has great schools in the area. I see a lot of families, so I can kind of say that this area, this particular city is very family oriented. They have a lot of events and activities and things that you can do. So it's really nice. I love Tega Cay.
I'm sorry. I think I messed something up. I'm trying to scroll and it's not letting me scroll.
Uh-oh.
All right, give me 1 second, y'all.
Hi,
Hold
Miss
on 1 second,
Barbara.
Aaron.
Hi, Aaron.
I was
Hello.
doing so well.
You was doing good.
All right. Why is it not letting me scroll? All right. So I will talk about Tega Cay.
Yeah.
As you see, I really don't know why it's not letting me do anything.
Erin's a realtor in Michigan. She's looking to move one day to either North or South Carolina.
Come on, Aaron. Come on. I know a very good brokerage you can join once you get down here.
Absolutely. I know one too.
So we're both with Lifestyle International Realty. It is this is not an exaggeration. Fastest growing real estate brokerage in the Carolinas, and fastest as far as production wise here in the Charlotte area and throughout the state. So pretty excited about the growth and the success of our agents. I'm not excited with this technology right now, but hold on.
It's all good. If you're not able to be able to scroll, we can just talk about it. Talk about it.
Give me 1 second. I'm gonna try it one more time. No. Okay. So Tega Cay, as you see on the screen, it is niche.com. It is I like going to niche because it's a composite of a few other websites, but then it also has different reviews from people that actually live in the community, or actually we can't say they live in it. We don't know for sure, but it appears they live in the community that they're giving a review on. But as you see, Tega Cay is ranked the #1 best place to live in South Carolina. Like the #1 place in South Carolina, based on from niche.com. And then overall it gets an A+. The public schools, reason why I moved to this area is because of the public schools. In the Charlotte area, you have pockets where you have good schools, like great schools, but then very rarely you might have 3 areas in the Charlotte metro where the public schools are excellent in elementary, middle, and high school. And Tega Cay, Fort Mill is one of those areas. And when I was looking at places to move with my 2 young girls, it was okay. The home prices might be a little pricier, but it's less property taxes. And we can talk about that in the future as far as property taxes in South Carolina and the benefits you get, especially if you're a veteran. You won't have to pay any taxes. I was able to afford more home in South Carolina because the property taxes were less, even though, again, the purchase price was higher.
Yeah. So you basically paying for convenience. That's basically what it sounds like. You're paying for convenience. As Sir Ashley said, is the schools in Tega Cay are amazing. I live near Harrisburg, which is another city outside of the Charlotte area. And so, it is kind of like a hit or miss, but what you are finding are a lot of schools or better schools that have better grading with schools with cities kind of like on the outskirts and right at the state line, such as the Fort Mill Tega Cay area. So the schools are amazing for sure.
I think I have it. I think I got it to work.
You got it?
We'll see. There we go. All right. Crime and safety, A-, housing, A, nightlife says B. I wouldn't even give it a B. There's not much to do here in Tega Cay at all, and everything closes at 9. So don't if nightlife is what you're looking for, Tega Cay is not the place to be.
But how far is it from like Uptown Charlotte or South End, which is a popular growing area in Charlotte? So it's not that far. Maybe 20, 30 minutes.
It's not, not even that. To South End, you're about 15, 20. To Uptown, you're about 25, 30, depending on how. That's in the evening, right? No traffic or anything like that. Now, during rush hour, I'm not going to even try to. It's about 45 minutes to an hour, right? During rush hour. So just plan accordingly. And what I see with a lot of my neighbors and everything is a lot of them either work in this area or they work remotely, or they may only have to go into the office 2 to 3 times a week. So they're like, okay, we have to weather that storm of traffic, which again, it's all about perspective. When I lived in other metros, 45 minutes to an hour is you love those days, because sometimes it takes hour and a half, 2 hours to get to work. But 45 minutes to an hour is realistic if you're trying to move during rush hour here in Tega Cay.
Yeah. It's about the convenience for sure. And I mean, I guess in a lot of major cities and areas, that is kind of like your norm. You think about Atlanta and other surrounding cities, like major cities that are growing as rapid as Charlotte has been growing in the Charlotte metro area. Traffic is easily an hour to an hour, 30 minutes. So, because of what we have about maybe it's like 17,000 people that's moved here, a little bit over 17,000 people that's moved to this area since COVID every year. So that's to be expected. But coming to an area like Tega Cay, where it's 15 minutes from South End, which is a fast growing area in Charlotte, or 25 to 30 minutes from downtown Charlotte. I say downtown because I am a Charlottean.
You're a rare Charlottean. If you want to learn about Charlotte and want an excellent realtor, like I know about Charlotte, but I know what I've learned in the last 10, maybe 15 years. You've seen it transition all the way. So you are a wealth of knowledge.
Yes, thank you. Yeah, so Tega Cay is a good area to be in, to where it's not so far to commute, just taking those days if you are working a hybrid schedule, but it's convenient. You get more bang for your buck. The lot sizes are probably a lot bigger in most communities. Like you said, the taxes are cheaper in this area. So, yeah.
Smart thing. Yeah, Texas realtors beginning to complain about traffic 2 years ago.
Yeah.
Charlotte caused this problem upon itself. It did. I mean, it did not. Most metros, but Charlotte in particular, didn't have the infrastructure in place for the growth. And then by the time 45 opened up, it was already antiquated. It was already it needed to be larger. By the time 45 was done, it took forever, but then it was done, and I love it. But I'm still, sometimes traffic is just a pain because it's not wide enough.
Yeah. But it's also smarter just to kind of come out to these areas too, because Charlotte is saturated. We have a lot of people here, right? We have a lot of people that's coming and moving to the Charlotte area. So coming to cities like Tega Cay, Fort Mill, where you get lower taxes, The school grading is better. It may be safer. Things like that, and that's where everybody's commuting to. They rather move to the outskirts, and therefore you can easily get your equity build, because guess what? Because Charlotte is oversaturated, now everybody's kind of moving out to those places. So it's best to go ahead and get your foot in the door now so you can build the equity easy.
Yeah, no, totally agree. One thing I want to talk about Tega Cay is the Mecklenburg County, or this isn't Mecklenburg County, but the Charlotte area has several beaches that most people don't think about or know about. Tega Cay, like old Tega Cay, has, like, granted, it might be like half a football field long, but we have a beach. Like, there's a beach and a marina and everything right in Tega Cay. So during the summer months, you have I can't think of the name of the people, but aerial artists on water skis doing performances. You have the celebration for 4th of July right on Lake Wiley. It's a nice, I'm telling you, talking about an atmosphere, culture. Everybody, I'm gonna say everybody knows everyone, but it is a small town to where it's like 3 degrees of separation as opposed to 6 degrees of separation. So,
but it's not like urban cows and horses and pigs, chickens. No. It's not that type of small town.
No. Not like that. Not like that at all. Not like that at all. Yeah. Now we do have our nature preserves and Spring Close, Greenway, and Fort Mill, which is about 10-15 minutes away. But no, there's not any. I was gonna say there's not any cow tipping or anything like that taking place. That's not happening.
Yeah.
Talk about pricing a little bit. You have the median home value right around $500,000. Now, with that, I want proper expectation, because we just showed the new construction, the Waverly floor plan by Taylor Morrison, and that was $580.86. And the median home price, and that's brand new construction. Median home price is right around $5. If you go a mile into Old Tega Cay, you're going to see homes right around $500,000 that are older and much smaller, but you have closer access. You're closer to the water, to the lake, and different amenities that community has, which there's a Tega Cay Country Club, the golfing area and stuff like that. The golf course is very highly rated and award winning. So some parts, when you go further into Tega Cay, you're going to get an older home that's not updated, that's smaller. It might be 1,700 square feet, but they're going to be asking $500,000. So just know that's what you're getting.
Yeah.
Michelle, thank you for tuning in. Appreciate it. Now, so this live stream is going to be a little different. Our Barbara held me accountable about not doing house tours, and Danny, he was on last week. So I better listen to Barbara. So we are touring 2 different houses in 2 different areas of the Charlotte region, and providing you with that information about the area and then the house as well, just so you can see what's offered in the greater Charlotte area.
Yeah. Thank you, Miss Barbara, for getting on, sir, for that.
I need it. Charmaine gets on me too about things too.
People want to see what does the Carolinas have to offer.
And I get so caught up. In, I feel like you need to know what's happening in the housing market. I get caught up in that aspect of it, to how to position yourself to take advantage of the housing market and the homes and what's being offered. And I have failed to show you the actual product, right? So we're gonna do something about that. We are doing something about it.
Thank you.
So here we are. This is Tega Cay. It's what got me in trouble the first time. I tried clicking on that and everything went blank. But it's a peninsula. I believe Tega Cay is the beautiful peninsula, is what it was once called. So you're surrounded by Lake Wiley.
Yeah, and it's very beautiful. It's a lot of things to do, a lot of fun things to do in this area around Lake Wiley.
And right around here, this area is that's a lie. It's right around here. Sorry, is where the beach is. And then, as you see, as I said, #1 place to live in South Carolina. That's what it was ranked according to niche.com. Best places to raise a family in South Carolina. #1, best public schools in South Carolina, number one. So it is an amazing place to live, just ratings wise. But as somebody that lives in this area, I can say that it is a nice place to live. And there is some diversity. Is it diverse as I lived in Still Creek, which is literally 5 minutes away. Is it as diverse as Still Creek? No parts of Charlotte is as diverse as Still Creek, right? So just proper expectations, right?
Yes.
What are you gonna say, Charmaine? I'm sorry.
No, you're good. I was just kind of piggybacking off of what you were saying. But yeah, no, everything you said is correct. As far as those stats, I would definitely, so before I sold my townhome, because I sold my townhome last year, which is near the airport, which is about maybe 20 minutes from Tega Cay. And it's a very fast growing area. I ended up going the opposite direction, but I was definitely thinking about coming across the state line and coming into this area. So I would definitely suggest, if anyone's looking to relocate to the Carolinas and you don't necessarily want to be in the heart of the city, there's a lot more benefits by you being on the outskirts and being in this area. Definitely look into it for sure.
No, I'm with you.
She'll ask the question about doing home tours in
Greensboro house tours. Yes, there will be Greensboro house tour. I have another YouTube channel. I believe it's Living in Greensboro or Living in the Triad. Has a few thousand subscribers, and I put out videos there on that channel as well. I don't really go live on that channel, but be sure to check that channel out if you're looking for Greensboro stuff. And we do have an office in Greensboro. I can partner you up with some of our agents out there. And Charmaine's not opposed to, if there's something that you like or that we can find as far as new construction, Charmaine would love to be able to help and assist. Now, she's not in Greensboro, but one thing that is beautiful about this is all the builders, I want to say all. No, yeah, I can say all of them now. All the builders that are in Greensboro, I was thinking of Monroe Homes. That was the one I wasn't sure about. But now they're here in Charlotte too. All the ones that are in Greensboro are here in Charlotte, and they have the same exact floor plans. They're just cheaper in Greensboro, and you get more land. So Greensboro is a very nice, is a very good option.
Yes, and I don't mind commuting either. I've sold a few homes. I had a listing in Greensboro, a buyer in Greensboro. So
I remember. That's why I was saying. That's why I offered your services. I remember you. I remember you help people out there. Like we have agents in Greensboro, but I know Charmaine is right here. She can definitely help.
Yes, sure.
We talked about diversity. You get a B+. Talked about the age range. You have master's degree, bachelor's, some college. Median household income, 141 in Tega Cay. Looking at the schools here in the area, all highly rated. So that is Tega Cay. And that is Taylor Morrison, River Falls. Reach out to us. We would love to be able to help you and assist you. They have various floor plans. I believe they have 8 floor plans in this community. And they have different levels. So one I showed you is the Tradition series, where you have the larger lots. Like that is the Waverly sits on I don't want to say the incorrect information. I believe 60-yard lot, 60-foot lots in that community. But then they have, and I will put this out this week, Barbara, another floor plan where it's on a 50-foot lot, and so this one's about 3,000 square feet. You're right around 2,200 to 2,400 square feet for the different floor plan. But you also get, for the smaller homes in this community, but you also get in a lot of those floor plans a bedroom and a full bathroom downstairs as well. So you're not sacrificing that with the smaller floor plan. You're just sacrificing some of the living space downstairs. You don't get that dedicated dining room. You don't get that butler pantry. So yeah, but it is still top-notch finishes. You just get a smaller footprint.
Yeah.
But you also still get various incentives. And if it's an inventory home, you're able to capitalize on even better incentives because they want to move that product along.
Yeah.
Now I want to talk about or bring on. I've talked about Century Communities in the past, and I talked to a client yesterday about Century Communities. We went to a Pulte community, but I brought up Century. And Ms. Higgs, I will call you back. I saw you call me, but I was prepping for this. and not many people. It's not a popular builder, Century Communities, but their products for their main line, I believe, is up there with all the top builders.
Yes.
And you're paying at a fraction of the price because, as you saw, this was about 600,000. I'm about to pull up. Give me 1 second. A Harding floor plan. This is a Harding floor plan. Let me just preface it by Century Communities. Now, this community is the Blue Sky Meadows community, and I actually have a client that bought here recently, and he's getting his real estate license. He's going to be joining. He's going to be joining our firm, so I'm excited about that. He's actually in our group chat. You might see him on WhatsApp occasionally. He makes comments.
Okay, I don't know. The WhatsApp is WhatsApping. So it is. A lot going on in WhatsApp.
So in the Fort Mill group, in the firm WhatsApp, I don't really pay attention to the Charlotte one. That one was crazy. But this Harding floor plan right now is just 2,600 square feet, just under 2,600 square feet. You can go anywhere from 4 to 6 bedrooms, similar to that Waverly floor plan, 3 bathrooms, and it is presently at 400, starting at 400,000.
And what city? One,
what city? It's in Monroe.
Okay.
Yep. It's in Monroe. And
Union County.
Yep, Union County, most definitely.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
My family's
new construction. Let's just look at the home real quick. You have Hardy board siding, which is, it's not even my opinion, the best siding in the Carolinas. It's much more durable than vinyl, and you don't have to worry about the challenges with stucco and all that. But then you get the stone veneer as well. It's just they do a very good job for what you're getting, the purchase price and everything. And while I'm talking about it, they have an incentive right now to where it's a 2-3-1 buy down. With the first year, your mortgage, your interest rate will be 1.875%.
Wow.
Now that's not on all homes. That's on select homes, like a lot of inventory homes. Like this was an inventory home. I talked to the sales rep. This one has since been under contract, but they have this floor plan available, and it is a spec home, so you will be able to get an amazing interest rate on this one. 1.875 for the first year, and then the second year 2.875, third year 3.875 for 3 through 30. So amazing interest rates. You're talking under 4 for the life of the loan if you kept that loan in place.
That's amazing. That's COVID rate.
You're not going to get that. That's where they have. Exactly. You want affordability? Well, you can get it here, and you're in Union County. You get better property taxes, and you get larger lots, which I believe I showed the backyard in this as well.
All right. Let's take a look.
2-car garage. It's extra deep. Now this one, I just want to set the tone. This one is not, it's not a model home. It really is. My client was building a home next to it, and I saw this one it's not almost done. It's about 40 days from being completed at this point, but you get the shell, you get the gist of it. And the finishes are beautiful. So don't get turned off because it's not looking all shiny and pretty. The finishes do look very good. And remember, you're under 400,000 for this home. So you come in, you have a hallway right here going into the main living area. I don't know what I'm doing with the camera. And you go to the left, you have a full bathroom right here. And then you have a bedroom. Again, I'm big on having, or a lot of my clients like to have that bedroom and full bathroom downstairs. So that's what I'm showing you all, because a lot of the clients that reach out to me, that's what they want. And then you have another bedroom downstairs. So you have 2 bedrooms downstairs.
And the full bath.
And the full bathroom right there. And this is that hallway when you first come in. Then it opens up to your living room. You have an electric fireplace right there, mantle.
That's really nice. I love those electric fireplaces.
Yeah, it sets the tone, like a little ambiance right there.
Yeah.
And again, it's just an open living space. You have the island, the cabinetry, and the pantry back here as well. And this one does come. A lot of these have spec homes, are spec homes, so you do get the refrigerator, the obviously stove and oven have to come, and microwave. This is a coat closet coming in from the garage, and you have room to create a drop zone over there. And then this is your pantry, which is a good sized pantry. The shelving is not up because, again, we're about 40 days out. That's a quartz countertop.
Look at that backyard.
Look at that. Under 400,000, and I'm pointing out to the Hardy plank because you don't typically get this at this price point in the Charlotte area, or this close to Charlotte, should I say. One more look downstairs before we head upstairs.
Yeah, I love open floor concepts. It's good for entertaining, you know.
I like it. Barbara says she needs a stair lift. We can get that. We can get that. So you do have let me back up a little bit. That's a nice size loft right there. Again, it's kind of hard to visualize when it's not all done up. You don't have the furniture in place, but this loft is actually bigger than the one for the Taylor Morrison home that we just saw, the Waverly.
Mm-hmm. You said this is bigger than the Waverly?
That's bigger. That loft is bigger.
The loft is bigger, yeah.
So this is bedroom 3. Good size room. Now you don't have a walk-in closet, but that's the trade-off.
Mm-hmm.
Bedroom 4. And this is the common bathroom. Same with that Jack and Jill bathroom we showed earlier, where you have this door that separates the shower, tub, toilet. Close that, and you have the dual vanity, so you don't have the kids fighting in the morning. One person can get ready. And this is the laundry room. And you can negotiate washer and dryer into the package here, and blinds. That's a little different than Taylor Morrison, as I mentioned before, as you pointed out and asked the question, like, what do you get with the purchase of the home for Taylor Morrison? You don't typically get blinds. You do not get blinds. In this builder, you can negotiate the blinds, the washer and dryer, and everything into the spec home. My client, they didn't include the washer and dryer, but we did get blinds. It was a different time. Again, every market is different, the timing and everything. So based on that market, we were able to negotiate X. We didn't get X and Y, but depending on how much inventory they have and what's going on, yeah, you can get that. And this is your primary suite.
I like that natural lighting.
Yeah. Dual vanity. Tile shower.
We love a tile shower.
And it will be enclosed with glass. And this is a very generous walk-in closet. Again, once the shelving is up, it'll be more, you can visualize it better. But we walk through homes like this all the time, Charmaine, so we can see what it looks like.
Absolutely. Before it even gets to this point.
Yeah, most definitely. So that is Blue Sky Meadows by Century Communities in Monroe. We got a question, C. Pryor. I was able to go look at Terrata Homes at Stone Ridge. I actually did a couple videos. I am not, as this is why I'm doing it during the live stream, because I'm not great at posting the videos. Shoot me a message and I can just send you the raw video. I've done that several times with people that have reached out to me. Shoot you the raw video, but the edited YouTube, nice looking video. I don't know if it's coming out this week or next week, but I can get you the raw video. And but it is a nice community. The builder, I like what I see. Similar to Tri Point Homes. Tri Point Homes is fairly new to the area within the last 5 years, right? And people think it was some community in Harrisburg, Mays Hall or Hayes Hall in Huntersville. I'm sorry, was the first community they had in the Charlotte area, and it was beautiful. It is beautiful, but people were asking me about it, and I had some clients in there, and I just had to be honest. Like, I don't know about the quality. Like, nowadays, every builder should know how to make a beautiful looking home. Like, that's a prerequisite. You should know how to make a beautiful looking home. But as far as quality and if it will last and everything like that, I can't really speak on this builder because it's new to the area, right? While even after we get clients that move in those communities, they won't know how it is until 2 years, 3 years, 4 years, and then you're able to see, the different kinks in the armor, shall I say. So I can't really say anything about the builder, my opinion of the builder. Does it look pretty? Most definitely. Based on what I've seen, the finished homes and the unfinished homes, does the homes that I saw, they look like they're doing a good job as far as behind the walls. It does, but I haven't seen enough inspection reports. I haven't had enough, again, feedback from clients after living in the home for many years. So I just don't know. But I will shoot me a message, sir@sirashley.com. I can just send you the raw link if that's okay.
Yeah, that's one of the benefits of getting new construction, though, is the home warranty. So even if something does go wrong a year, 2, 3 years down the road, then 9 times out of 10, you will have warranties extended to cover whatever mishaps may happen. The thing to keep in mind is that these homes are being built by humans. So even though, they look nice, you don't really know until you get in the home. But the thing that happens in the buyer's best interest are the fact that the builders are providing home warranties to be able to assist with those things. Because I know I definitely, even if you get a home inspection. So when I purchased my townhome, it was brand new and got a home inspection done. Nothing was found majorly. And I would say about 6 months into the brand new townhome, I had a water leak. And it was in the kitchen, and it caused a major long crack in the ceiling, but that was to be undetected because the home was already finished with the home inspection. So it was plumbing inside of the wall upstairs. So, things happen, but the good thing about it is that I did have a home warranty. So those things are fixable for sure.
Yeah. And Barbara says, whoever buys that home, we need to let her know so she can stay one night in one of the downstairs bedrooms because she doesn't want to go upstairs. She needs a stair lift. Or she wants a stair lift. I'm sure she can go up down the stairs, but she wants to be in one of the downstairs bedrooms.
Well, you got 2 options on that one, Ms. Barbara.
So talking about Monroe. So Monroe, I've talked about Monroe countless times throughout the years on this channel, and how I believe Monroe, Indian Land, there was tons of opportunity 3-4 years ago in Indian Land. Now it's saturated, right? There is some communities, 55 and older communities that are amazing in Indian Trail. 55 and older communities in that area. Bonterra is a resale community. That's amazing over there as well. But that was 3-4 years ago. Yeah. So as Charlotte has grown, you go a little further out. Wesley Chapel is highly sought after as well. Waxhaw, and people are coming to Monroe. And this is where this community is. And you have several other builders in Monroe that, again, you get more bang for your buck out there. Overall, Monroe gets a B plus for public schools. Said number 11th best places to live in Union County. And this is it is what it is. But I was going to say unfair in the sense that Union County, debatably, is like one of the best counties in North Carolina.
I agree.
Like it really, because it has you have Marvin, which is highly sought after. You have Weddington, you have Wesley Chapel, you have Indian Trail. So it's when
Waxhaw.
I talk Waxhaw, yeah, you have those areas that are just booming. And when I say not just booming as far as growth and everything, but property values and schools and everything like that. So I'm not going to say it's unfair, but it's unfair to compare like you're getting a $400,000 home in an amazing county. You're not going to find that anywhere else, in my opinion. Like the
Absolutely.
$400,000 home in Cabarrus isn't going to be equivalent to the Monroe home, simply for what you get in the vicinity.
hmm The
So,
lot sizes, all of
yeah.
that stuff
Mhm.
compared to,
Yeah.
a Mecklenburg or a Cabarrus County
Yeah.
$400,000 home. Definitely not what you're gonna get in Monroe for that 400,000. Yeah.
We're going to do a quick detour. Michelle Carter is saying she will be a new agent soon. Any advice on best areas of NC? What do you have for us, Charmaine?
Um, Being a new agent, any advice on best areas of North Carolina as well as advice overall? So, as far as best areas of North Carolina in reference to servicing those areas as a new agent, I'm not really sure of what you meant by that part, but
Yeah.
overall, I would definitely say don't be afraid. Can't be a secret agent, right? So once you invest in yourself, just remember that you are your brand, you are your business, you are an entity, and your overall goal is to assist people, right? Help people with their real estate goals. So you have to show why you are important enough to allow someone to let them allow you to assist them, right? So what are your services that you offer? What makes you stand out? How are you able to assist them? And what makes you different from another agent or the next agent? So just making sure that you are, meeting new people, that you're not afraid to say anything, you're not a secret agent, and you're putting yourself out there, and just making sure that you are also partnerships. Real estate is about partnerships. A lot of people don't know that. There's a lot of partnerships, a lot of networking, and just kind of teaming up with people because you need contractors, you need inspectors, you need
Yeah.
GCs, you need all of the different people who work in the real estate industry to make your business successful. So don't be afraid to also, partner with people, meet new people, so you can be able to offer the best services to your clients.
Most definitely. Most
Yeah.
definitely. You I don't have anything else to add. Only other thing I would add is make sure, because when you're a real estate agent, you have to hang your license somewhere with a brokerage. Whatever, obviously, I'm gonna advocate you come to Lifestyle International Realty, but wherever you go, make sure they offer training, right? Because what you're learning in school and real estate school, it's not it has nothing to do with the practical aspect of real estate and what you do on a day-to-day basis.
Two different
School
things.
just gets you ready to not go so you don't get sued, right? But as far as contracts, negotiations, just talking to clients and all those partners, talking about contractors and everything like that, it doesn't prepare you for that. It doesn't prepare you about how to get clients, because here in the Charlotte area, there's about 19,000 realtors. Right now, with that said, there's only like maybe 1,000 of us that actually do a lot of work. I was going to say that's probably an exaggeration, like 500 to 800 that do most of the work, but there's about 19,000 that have licenses, right? So just because somebody says they're a realtor, again, like you said, what differentiates you?
Mhm.
Why should they choose you? Because if we're being honest, being a realtor is a very low bar compared to other licensed professionals, right?
Yes.
So we have to be able to bring more to the table, and our network is one of those things. Our expertise and knowledge base is another. So, yeah.
Yeah. I agree. Who you hang your license with is very important because you want to make sure that training, you're going to need it. Even with all of the training, that Lifestyle provides. And I'm so grateful for Lifestyle. We do a lot of training and a lot of hands-on. The thing is that every transaction, every
It's different.
situation, each client is totally different, regardless of how long you've
Yeah.
been in real estate. So you may think, I've done this 1,000 times already, and then you get that
Yeah.
one transaction or that one client that you're like, wait a minute, I've never had this happen. So how do I handle this? So making sure that you have access to someone within your firm, wherever you choose to hang your license, that can assist you and direct you and guide you, where you have access to them and they actually help you. That is very, very, very important. So don't forget, when you're going out, you are interviewing the firm. They're not interviewing you. You work for yourself. You're an independent contractor. So you go out and you interview them, the firm, the brokerages, to see what's the best fit for you.
And I would say to Michelle and the other young lady that's interested in real estate in the area, I obviously advocate Lifestyle. I'm one of the partners with Lifestyle, so I'm one of the owners. So I make sure that we offer training and everything like that. And the beautiful thing is we have a servant leadership to where, yes, I may be one of the partners or anything like that, but somebody put something in the chat and we have other experienced agents willing and ready to help and jump and mentor. So that's one thing I love about it. It's not just the figureheads or whoever it may be, because she'll tell you, you may call me 3 times and I might pick up once. Right? You better off texting me, right?
Yes.
I'm just being honest.
Thank you for your honesty.
But we have other people in place to be able to help and assist as well.
Yes.
But here we go. We got Monroe. So we talked about Monroe being a B overall. Population has grown drastically in the last 10 years. And even just living out there has grown drastically. I remember practicing law, going to the courthouse in Union County, and I'm like, this is awful. And I'm not saying the courthouse isn't, well, actually, the courthouse has improved drastically, but there's a lot more conveniences, whether it be food, amenities, shopping in Monroe and surrounding than it was 15 years ago.
Yeah. And Monroe, because my family's from Union County, Waxhaw and Monroe. So the whole Union County, they're stretched out. That's where my mom and my dad's family's from. And so even still, like, Monroe has grown so much that sometimes I don't recognize it. But Monroe is one of those cities on the outskirts of Charlotte. It's not like a Tega Cay. Tega Cay is like, because I know Sir Ashley said earlier that Tega Cay is like a small town. Monroe and Tega Cay, totally opposite. So Monroe is more rural. It is also still very family oriented. There is growing. So, you have a lot of new job opportunities because of businesses that are coming to that area. But it is very much so more rural. It is very agricultural. It's close to that area in general is a historical area. So compared to Tega Cay, which is like a smaller city inside of a city, if that makes sense. So if you're just trying to differentiate the two between, moving outside of Charlotte, which area will be more beneficial for me versus Tega Cay versus Monroe. You got your city inside of a city, Tega Cay, which is really nice. And then you have your more rural agricultural that's expanding, which is Monroe.
Most definitely.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. My man called me out. I'm still waiting for a text response. While you were talking, Charmaine, I really went to my phone to look and see. And I texted you last, Danny. I texted you last, for the record. All right. I'm like, it can't be true. No. Because now, as you see, I had to check. I wasn't entirely confident, but I texted him last.
He got you, brother. You ain't got nothing to say on that one.
They did. Median price, Monroe. Now a lot of the lenders that say that I and Lifestyle likes to promote a lot of new construction, and reason why that is because affordability. If I'm being honest, right? And now, don't get me wrong. There's more inventory on the home with resale, more inventory in the market with resale, so you're able to get more seller concessions presently than we were 2, 3, 4, 5 years ago. But with that said, with saying that, with resale homes, you have the median home value is 270. So you're able to get something in Monroe from, I would say, low threes, because 270, it exists, but I'm just being realistic for what you want for a 3-bedroom, 4-bedroom. Low threes to, as we saw, fours is all doable in Monroe. All right.
Yes.
Now your commute. What is the commute like in Monroe to get to Charlotte?
It's about 40 minutes, depending on
Yeah.
which end of Charlotte, but definitely about 40 minutes. You can get to Charlotte from Monroe. The closest side of Charlotte will be coming in from like the Matthews Mint Hill area, Indian Trail, because half of Indian Trail is Union County, and the other
Yep.
half of Indian Trail is Mecklenburg County. So
Yeah.
it's
It's funky.
right
It's
there. But
funky.
yeah, that's
Yeah.
about maybe 25 minutes just getting to Indian
Mhm.
Trail, which is the closest Mecklenburg County city where that line kind of intersects. So about
Yeah.
25 minutes, depending on how deep into Monroe. So 25 to about 40 minutes is that commute time, depending on what side of Charlotte you're getting to. So it's still under an hour for sure.
Yep. And that's something I'm glad you mentioned Indian Trail being right on the border. So when you're looking at different communities, and there's communities right on the border between Monroe and Indian Trail, you want to make sure, again, Union County has some amazing schools,
Mhm.
right? And I'm trying to think of the D.R. Horton community. Had a client very interested in one of the D.R. Horton communities with the larger traditional series in Monroe, but because of the expansion and everything, the zoning changed. So we want to make sure that, one, as you move in, that we can't really do anything about zoning like in the future, but we can know what it is right now, and that you're just aware. I don't want you to get to an area thinking that school is one thing, but then it's the other. Not saying that the other's bad; it just may not be what you thought. That's why I want to make
Mhm.
sure we check that, and make sure your real estate agent checks that as well.
Yeah,
Uh, Most diverse suburbs in North Carolina, number 5.
that's not bad.
No, not bad at all. Diverse
Mhm.
suburb number 5 out of 185. That's not bad at all. Most diverse places to live in North Carolina, number 16 out of 509. That's top notch in my opinion.
Yeah.
Public schools, as I said before, you have different parts. You just got to make sure you're zoned to the one that you want to go to.
Mhm.
Um, Residents, A+ for diversity. Working, median household income is just under 70,000. Excuse me.
70,000. Man,
Yeah,
that is
yeah.
like amazing. That's
You have
amazing.
one of the reviews. I've lived in this town for my entire life, and I must say that it's a great town. While there are a couple rundown areas of the town, there are many spots and activities for families and groups of friends to partake in. Overall, it's a great city. I just lost it. But yeah, so if you're looking for reviews or looking at certain areas, go to niche.com. There's other areas and other websites that you can look at as well. But I like niche.com because it's a composite of other websites, as well as you get reviews from people that live in the community or lived in the community, that you don't get in other places. And I'm always looking at reviews and trying to stay on top of what's happening and how they are ranked. So
Mhm.
I think that niche.com is one of the resources that you should go to, because I go to it. And sometimes when I make videos, it really is like the list from niche.com.
Mhm.
So that way you can't call me out for being biased about liking something. I'm just giving you their information.
Mhm.
Um, Charmaine, how can people, I know you said in the beginning,
Yes.
we're an hour in, we're about to wrap up. How can people get in contact with you if they want to buy throughout the Carolinas? Because you service both
North and
Carolinas.
South. Yes,
Yes.
I service
Yeah.
North and South Carolina. I will commute to any city in North and South Carolina.
Yeah.
But once again, I am Charmaine Crouch, your Carolina Lifestyle Realtor, and you can follow me on all social media platforms at Carolina Lifestyle Realtor, all spelled correctly, no gimmicks. And my website is charmainecrouch.com. That is Charmaine with an S, crouch.com. Or feel free to text me. I text back and I answer my phone. So if you would like to reach out, my number is 980-349-1977. I would love to schedule a consultation. My consultations are free. So if you just need any advice, want to get any insight, wanting to know about some of the areas, some relocation, if you're relocating here to the city, just let me know. I would love to help.
No, thank you for that. Thank you for that. My contact information will be in the description below, as well as Charmaine's. Reach out to me, email me, sir@sirashley.com. Be sure to like this video, subscribe to the page. I will be providing more house tours. I may do them like this. That way I can kill two birds with one stone, because I'm not gonna say I don't mind doing voiceovers, but what I have going out throughout the day, doing the voiceovers for the house tour is, as you all seen, very low on my list to provide to you all. So I'd much rather give it to you right here. We can talk about it. And you can see, we saw almost $600,000 home in Tega Cay, one of the best areas based on niche.com in South Carolina to live. And then a $400,000 brand new construction for, I think that was what, 5-bedroom? Five bedroom in Monroe, a suburb that's about 35-40 minutes outside of Charlotte in the amazing Union County. Excellent taxes. So the Charlotte area has the gambit of every price point, and we can find something new construction or resale, because inventory has picked up that would suit your needs. So reach out to us. We would love to help. And agents, real estate agents, if you're thinking about a home, reach out to us. Reach out to Charmaine. Obviously, I'm biased. I told you I'm one of the partners. Reach out to Charmaine. She'll tell you about her experience and be able to guide you. And one thing I like about her, she's, as you heard, she's just very blunt. If she doesn't think it's a good fit, she'll tell you, right?
Absolutely.
But then if she does a good fit, hey, sir, I think you should meet this person. I think you should talk to them. So reach out to her. She would love to be able to help you and assist you with that as well. So now I appreciate y'all. Y'all have a good night. Enjoy the rest of your Monday. I have to head to the gym. I have to head to the gym. So y'all enjoy the rest of your Monday. I will talk to you all later. There is a video coming out tomorrow, and then another one on Thursday. So I'm trying to at least 3 videos a week. That's what Danny's holding me accountable. So that's what we're doing.
Thank you, Danny.
I'll talk to y'all later.
See ya.
Have a good night.